First off, I gotta believe that was as talented a team out of the first round in the NCAA Tournament. UCLA is very good. Perhaps the best team we've seen as far as moving the ball. And I thought in the first half we did a really good job of getting pressure to them and not allowing them to play. In the second half, our energy dropped off. It allowed them some spaces to play, and you can see if they have time and space, they can get at you. They're quick, talented, and they can move the ball. I was proud of how we handled it. I think Steph's came up with some massive saves, and us kind of surviving a period where we were under it in the second half, and finding a way at the end of the game to win it. So it's all about winning and advancing, surviving, and today we did that against a very good team.
Questions for the players?
Okay, talk about the goal.
We had a long build-up. DJ was making a run, and then he played outside to Danny, and I was just trying to just draw my run back, waiting for him to serve it, and luckily it just came right over the center back and found my head.
What was your reaction as soon as it went in?
I was just so happy. I was exhausted, and I just laid on the ground.
You weren't the only one.
Yeah.
Stefan, what was it like just being in that position all game? They just were not let up. Like, what was your mentality when they just kept coming at you?
We knew they were very creative attacking, and we knew that they throw guys forward, coming out of the midfield. So our center backs, it's a long time to focus, and I thought they did a great job. Sometimes balls get through, especially when 2-3 guys are running at you. Balls get through, and I was just trying to stay focused, pick up the ones that sweep through. And it's all about focus these long games, especially against a team like that. It's easy for them to move the ball around the back while you sleep and then just attack. I thought we did a great job staying sharp the entire game.
How much more rewarding is it? Obviously, you were busy back there, especially in the second half. How much more rewarding is it to win a game like this where you guys had to play 110% the entire thing?
It's awesome. You can't really explain it. I'm just trying to do my job in the back and let Tate do his job up there. Kick the ball up to Tate and let him work. But then it's a great feeling to get to the Sweet 16, to beat a team like that. It's a very talented team, like Coach said. And then we'll definitely celebrate it, but we won't sit on it because we have another game coming.
And I would add to that I think the schedule we played this year kind of prepared us for moments like this. We played some pretty good teams, and in moments and games have been behind it a little bit and kind of surviving. And I think our mentality is to weather moments like that and still maintain a confidence that we can win games. And I do believe our schedule this year has prepared us well for this moment.
You guys had a spot there where you exerting a lot of energy on the defensive end, and it didn't seem like you got a lot going on the other end. And then, but at the end of the regulation, you got about 3 minutes there where you had a couple opportunities. Did that kind of re-energize a little bit, do you think?
Yeah, for sure. Having those chances, it created a little spark into us, and then for them, they were dropping off and then creating more energy working on defense, so that kind of helped us out.
How perfect was the ball that Danny played?
Beautiful. Good night. Sat right on my head.
And listen, to Danny's credit, he's been out this week a number of times continuing to work on his service. It was one of the areas that we felt for him that he's got a very good left foot, but the service hadn't been quite so precise. And I give him a lot of credit because he's been out all week working on it.
And losing a guy like Mo, I know he's your leading scorer early on in the matchup. How did that affect your game plan, and what was your all's mentality following his unfortunate collision?
Well, one of the things I've said about this group all year is that we're deep, and I think it showed today. The ability to have Tate to throw him or DJ up top and replace, and he scores the game winner as our forward. He might be arguing he needs to be the forward next week now. I'm not sure. But it just shows you how deep we are and our ability that Sawyer gave us really good minutes off the bench. Sharif gave us very good minutes off the bench. And even Danny coming in, to serve the game winner. All of that says that we have a deep team. And I think that's why we're still playing.
Tate, can you kind of talk about that a little bit? I mean, you saw different guys stepping up in different roles because Mo was out, and what it meant for everybody.
It was tactically hard for us because like we haven't talked about some of the things like with Mo coming out, like me going forward, who's going to be stepping the right mid. So it was kind of difficult for us, and we had a conversation second half trying to figure everything out, but we kind of fixed it. But it was just very different not having Mo because he's a very, very good defender, and so having him up there, we lost that, and it was tough.
Anything else for the players?
Just how big for both of you? How big is this to advance and to get another home game next week?
It's awesome. I think getting the 4th seed, we knew that winning means staying at home, means a chance to train tomorrow, a chance to play in front of this crowd again, and we knew we only had one chance at it. So I mean, at least to me, it means a lot. It keeps our season alive.
Yeah, it's huge. We just got to focus now on the next game coming up.
All right, you guys can go out and just keep the ball open. More questions?
If you could just tell them to hang, we'll move Milestone.
Okay.
All right, that's good.
Coach, kind of talk about what you saw there on the ball that Danny did play.
Yeah, well, I thought DJ did a really good job. He has the ability, to relieve pressure just because of his ability to dribble, elude defenders, and he did that. And then played a really good ball to Danny Y. Danny, played an awesome ball. One of the things we talked about prior to the game was we knew this, and their coach and I talked about it after the game. They were weak in defending wide service. We knew that. That was part of the game plan, was when we got in wide spots to serve it, because whether it was the first one or the second one, they had challenges with it all year. So he hit a great ball, and Tate's very good in the air, and did an awesome job of just finishing it.
Looking ahead, what is a game like this when you're so battle tested for you guys, as opposed to maybe a situation where you would have won 5-0?
Well, the excitement of winning that way, creates momentum. I said to the team right afterwards, I said, we had heard this recently, momentum is a cool mistress, and if you don't pay attention, it can turn on you quickly. And I said, we need to use this momentum and maintain a focus on the next game and not lose that intent and desire and focus. So I think this week it will allow us to maintain a real high level of intensity in training and preparation for the next one, and use tonight as that momentum going into the next one.
And I know Tate's goal was gargantuan, and also I know it's really important for teams to start fast. How big was that opening goal for you guys to set the tone for the match?
Yeah, it was massive. We knew that they struggled on wide service restarts included, and I think we were a little bit excited early to get those opportunities both on corners and wide. So doing that was great. An area that we need to improve, though, and I'll talk to our guys about, is I thought we didn't start the second half quite as well as we should have, and allowed them a little bit of time on the ball and pushed us back a little bit. I think that once they scored, we got it back a little bit and started pressing a little bit more ourselves and created some pretty good chances. But again, I thought starting the game like that, created such an advantage for us, and we did well at doing it.
Talk about the atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, and hopefully after this game, those that were here will come back, and with the Sweet 16 game here, hopefully we'll get some more. And I've always said this, that the best moments I've ever experienced in an athletic event has been here at Louisville when they've had the biggest crowds, whether it's at basketball or football or soccer or wherever it is, baseball. Those moments where there's huge crowds and fans, it creates special moments, and tonight was one of those.